Hey, what's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. I got a movie for you today called Sea of Dust. I had a lot of expectations going into this movie. It came out in 2008. I hadn't seen it yet, and it's written and directed by a man named Scott Bunt. And now, Sea of Dust is kind of a period piece because it takes place in Victorian times, and I was kind of excited to see an indie feature shot like this because I just got done reviewing Frankenstein Day of the Beast, which was same thing, but that movie succeeded. This movie doesn't, and I'm here to tell you why. The movie centers around the legend of Prester John, like a super priest or something like that. Super priest, yeah. And anyway, he's played by Tom Savini, and it centers around a man named Stefan Christoff who's going to, ask for his betrothed hand in marriage, Elizabeth, who's played by Sarah Dauber. Stefan Christoff is played by Troy Holland, and he goes back to this town, and there's been a rash of people whose heads have been inexplicably exploding, and they're trying to get to the bottom of this. Stefan is kind of a doctor in training, while his mentor comes to town, Edward X. Young, who's Doctor. Well, actually, he hooks up with Edward X. Young, Dr. Maitland, and they try to get to the bottom of this mystery. And wow, man, they had a budget, they had great actors, they had great sets, great locations, great costumes, great effects, and the story sucks. This movie, you can't follow it because there's nothing to follow. The story just blows. And it sucks that a movie that got distribution, that had all this going for it, falls through on the writing. And the dialogue is hokey. Sometimes it's believable period dialogue, sometimes it isn't. Either shit or get off the pot as far as that goes. And there's not a lot to like. Tom Savini's alright, but he's over the top. He plays it like a hammy version of Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Very cool effects, very good acting, and I love Savini, Sex Machine, his effects work, but it just doesn't work here. And man, as much as I wanted to like this movie, I couldn't. So I can't recommend it. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. It's called Sea of Dust. It came out in 2008. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. If you really want to seek it out, go nuts. If not, for seeing one of my personal favorites, Ingrid Pitt, which was probably her last role, and she probably shouldn't have been in this movie anyway because she seems confused and directionless in this movie. But man, this movie had so much going for it, and it just failed epically. So, Sea of Dust, 3 out of 10. I'm Tom, NerdRemix.com. Support independent cinema. Thanks.